Welcome to ICR's virtual training.
In this easy-to-access environment, you can benefit from world-famous professional training delivered by the Institute of Clinical Research, wherever you are in the world. For a limited time, everyone becoming a member of ICR for the first time can experience a session in our virtual classroom free of charge. Our virtual classroom sessions provide all the interaction and fun that make our face-to-face training so effective, but without the travel costs, inconvenience and time away from work that are normally associated with attending a training course. Simply using your web browser and a headset, you can create an avatar and take your seat in our virtual classroom, meeting other delegates from all over the world, sharing your experiences and learning from one of the best GCP trainers around.
The first reason is that we have to ensure that the rights and the well-being of the patients are protected. So part of GCP is to ensure that we protect the subject. The second reason that we have GCP, and that is to ensure that the resulting data are actually valid. Unless the data is valid, then it is pointless doing that study.
One of our first delegates told us, "It's amazing how quickly I became accustomed to the virtual world and got on with the business of concentrating on the course content." What you'll experience in our virtual classroom is so much more engaging than just a set of presentation slides. You can ask questions to refine your understanding, explore delegates' different opinions on controversial topics, and contribute to group exercises that will help put your new knowledge into context. From there, it's just a short step for you to put it into practice in your work.
Katie, you have a question. What would you like to ask?
Why don't we use the most recent version of the Declaration of Helsinki?
That's a very good question, Katie. Sense would say we'd use the latest version. We actually used the 1996 version because there were two controversial paragraphs in the 2000 rewrite, which was very difficult for us to comply with.
Delegates have affirmed to us that it's an excellent medium for delivering a course, and you really do feel as though you're in a room with others, rather than just staring at slides. Each session lasts around 60 minutes, and they're scheduled to fit conveniently around your working day, wherever in the world you might be. Our first 4 modules make up a good clinical practice virtual certification program aimed at people who need to provide evidence of recent GCP training, people who want a refresher course in good clinical practice, or people looking to work on a clinical trial for the first time. The first module covers the principles of GCP, with other sessions in the certification program discussing the EU directives and their key differences from FDA regulations, the best practice and regulatory requirements around informed consent and safety reporting, and how to deal with inspections and any suspected misconduct or fraud. You'll be able to complete all 4 modules and receive your GCP certificate in just a few days, or fit them in over several weeks. Sessions on other topics, including many of the hot issues facing experienced clinical research professionals, are also in development. The virtual classroom is another example of the next generation of professional training from the Institute of Clinical Research. To book your first session in ICR's virtual classroom, or become a member and receive one for free, visit www.icr-global.org or bit.ly/ICR Virtual Classroom.